Neillsville for the second game of this, as they do it each year, each matchup with the conference teams. They started it last year, where they play the teams on Tuesday and Thursday of the same week. And we'll talk more about what happened earlier in the week with these two teams and what else is going on around the area tonight after this on the Gross Auto Leadoff Show. McDonald Central 13-3. Assumption blanked Abbotsford Colby 12-0. It was Regis over Bloomer 15-7. Stratford over Rib Lake 14-3. Eau Claire Memorial blanked Wisconsin Rapids 8-0. Osseo Fairchild edged Whitehall 2-1. It was Cochrane Fountain City over Alma Center Lincoln 3-1. Blair Taylor over Alma Pepin 6-0. And Pittsville over Tri-County 6-0. And Dick, we kind of talked about that on our Two Guys on Sports show earlier today. Some of those games from earlier this week, Stratford over Rib Lake, that 14-3 game.
Stratford is going to be a tough team in D3 this year, no doubt about it. Them and Marathon are probably going to battle it out in the Marywood South, but both teams are going to be contenders to make a trip over to Appleton this year, I believe. I'll tell you what, Stratford, very well-rounded team. So.
Yeah, we're going to see those guys
soon,
weather permitting, yes, coming up here.
Soon, I believe.
Pittsville and Tri-County. Pittsville 6-0. They're on a pretty good run to start the season, too.
You know, I said they've got, I think getting Dawson Luther back and in the lineup has been a big shot in the arm for them. They did not, going into the off-season, in the preseason workouts, they didn't know if they were going to have him or not. And because he actually got injured pretty late in baseball, and having him back, and they do have quite a bit back from that team who went to state last year. They lost Zickert, the other part of their pitching tandem, but very well-rounded team who is going to really challenge for a spot in D4. So,
all right, so that's what happened in baseball earlier this week. We'll take a look at what's going on around the area tonight in baseball action after this. So other games going on around the area tonight in baseball. Thorpe Owen Withy is at Augusta tonight. Tomahawk is at Marathon. Medford, Abbotsford, Colby. Fall Creek is at Blair Taylor. Stanley Boyd is at Cadott. Elk Mound at McDonald Central. Bloomer is at Regis. Menominee is at Marshfield tonight. You can hear that game on 92.3 FM, WOSQ. West Salem at Black River Falls. And Rosholt is at Pittsville. And in softball, up on the hill, Loyal Greenwood and Neillsville Granton are playing tonight.
Yeah, the softball part does not do it quite like the baseball part.
Nope.
They don't not play the same team twice in a week. So.
No, Neillsville Granton played Columbus Catholic earlier this week, but now Loyal Greenwood.
Should be an interesting matchup there. Loyal Greenwood should have a pretty decent team this year too. So.
There's a co-op that is really
blended nicely.
Yes, because they fill in spots that are missing.
And they started it, Larry, as a JV. 1 year, and then they just kind of really molded together really nicely, and it's worked very well. One of the more successful co-ops in the area. So.
All right, we got Neillsville Granton and Columbus Catholic here tonight. They played earlier on Tuesday, 11-2 in favor of Columbus Catholic. It was a pretty close game for the first 4 innings.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Then, Columbus Catholic came alive.
Yeah, Neillsville actually took the lead after 3 innings, 1-0. But we talked about Neillsville being a little bit inexperienced in the field, and that showed up. A couple of errors on plays that needed to be made, and kind of opened up the floodgates, Larry. And Andrew Hazer pitched very well. 4 innings, 200 runs, pitched very well. And then after that, what we talked about too is Adam Hazer being out, that kind of really shortens up your pitching depth, and they actually probably had to use Caden Stry, who's today's starter, had to use it more than they wanted the other night. He threw 47 pitches in that game. So,
Devin Timler was the starter for Columbus Catholic in that game and did very well, striking out 9 in 4 innings. In fact, the Dons pitching struck out 14.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that's a little deceiving there. So some of these young Neillsville kids, they did strike out a lot, but a lot of them had some nice lengthy at bats. They ended up striking out, but we will see what happens if a game. But for Columbus, it's a little bit different lineup today. They went with some different kids. With Matt Konitsky on the mound. Ray Becker, who played center the other night, is behind the plate. Tyler Hargroves, who was at first, is playing third tonight. Carter Summer at short. Caleb Pankratz, who was not in the lineup, at second the other night. And then Timler is at first. And then the outfield, left to right, they got Rocco Marhar, Carson Eckes, and Holden Lomax, who did not play the other night either in right field. So
Matt Konitsky on the mound today for Columbus Catholic, the right-hander.
Yeah. Very experienced.
Yes.
Yeah. Not super overpowering, but he has got excellent control. So.
All right, he'll face a lineup that involves the Warriors, which will have Keegan Orman, the center fielder, leading off. Andrew Hazer playing first base will bat second. Caden Stry on the mound will bat third. Those are the top 3 here to face Matt Konitsky as we get underway.
And Orman was one of those kids we talked about the other night. He was 1 for 4 the other night, but his 2 strikeouts were very lengthy at bats. So he had a couple of 10-pitch at bats, and so he did look pretty good in the plate. So need to get him on base with his speed.
There's a strike delivered as we open up here from Hedwig Luke's baseball field in Neillsville.
Matt Konitsky is going to throw strike. He is going to burn that strike zone.
The right-hander delivers. That one is low, and it's 1-1. Glad to have you along on 92.7 WPKG, ZaleskiSports.com. It's turned out to be kind of a cloudy
night.
Thursday evening. There's a line drive into right field, a base hit by Keegan Orman to lead off the game. So the Warriors get off to a much better start than they did the other night.
Now get a chance to see what kind of they use his speed on the bases. You don't want to take the bat out of Andrew Hazer's hands. You'd like to leave that hole on the right side, but they might be using Keegan's speed to get him in scoring position also. So
Konitsky will work from the stretch. Andrew Hazer, the right-hander, steps in. Senior against senior. That ball bounces over home plate. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, these guys have faced each other a lot. I mean, basketball and baseball, I'll tell you. Probably be their last time they see each other, though, on a competitive court.
That's right. Different divisions.
Yep. But
Konitsky delivers. The 1-0, is low. Throw back to first. Not in time. Orman back in there. Got a note here from Jamie Wenzel. Dick, he said you were asking if he was there on Tuesday. He's not going to be here tonight.
Okay.
He's got to do some other work.
Yeah.
They have the big gymnastics competition going on over at Stevens Point. His daughter's involved in that.
Okay.
So he's going to be helping set up. 3-0 the count to Andrew Hazer. Throw over to first, and they picked off Keegan Orman.
Keegan went back in standing up.
So Orman gets picked off at first.
And that's a lesson learned right there.
Yeah, got to slide back into first base.
Yeah, you got to go back in with the hand, get the bag.
So 1 out, nobody on, and the 3-0 is a strike to Andrew Hazer. Caden Stry on deck, and Caden Hartung, who's playing shortstop.
Yeah, that really puts a pin in what you would hope, would be a good start. Ooh.
Strike 2 called. And it's full now, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Konitsky into his windup, and the pitch is low, a ball. Just low. So a 1-out walk to Hazer, or you could have had 2 on with nobody out.
Yeah.
Now 1 on with 1 out.
Yeah.
Caden Stry, the left-handed batting pitcher.
Here again, I don't think you'll see Andrew running because you want to leave that hole open on the between with Timler holding.
This one popped up. This will get out of play, third base side.
Right fielder Lomax playing quite shallow out there, Larry.
0-1 the count to Stry.
A big hole in right center also.
There's a curveball chopped right out in front of home plate. Trying to dig it out is Konechny. Throw to first in time.
Yeah.
Down to second will go Hazer. That grass, I was out there earlier. It's long when they haven't cut it yet.
Yeah. Kind of bushy and thick to it.
Yes.
It'll stop anything. And actually, Mac in his first grab didn't quite get it, and actually a quick throw after it in the second grab just got Stry. So now you got runner in scoring position here. So
Caden Hartung, the batter, playing shortstop today.
Anything on the grass.
Konechny delivers a strike knee high. 0-1 the count.
Huge hole on the right side.
The stretch by Konechny, the pitch. There's a ground ball
there
right
is.
side. That's going to get into right field. Andrew Hazer coming around third. Here's the throw, and it's going to be in time.
Nice throw by Lomax. He was playing shallow, as we said,
Yes,
Larry.
he is. So Andrew thrown out, trying to score. It will be a base hit for Hartung. So the Warriors, well, there were some things going on there. It could have been a lot better inning.
Yeah, I said you go back to that pickoff, you'd have probably had runners at second and third. You'd have scored a run for sure, and now you ended up with nothing. So
no runs for the Warriors in their half of the first. No runs, 2 hits.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Wisconsin shops at Gross Auto Group for 3 big reasons. No hassle pricing, lifetime warranty, massive selection, price to move. Gross Auto Group's no hassle pricing means the price you see is the price you pay. No back and forth, no wasted time. Our lifetime engine warranty means we want your new ride running for as long as you own it. And with 8 brands in 6 stores, Gross Auto has the ride you want at the price you need. 3 reasons, 3 towns. Gross Auto Group in Neillsville, Black River Falls, and Marshfield.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Preston Bear.
All right, so there's your defense for Neillsville. Granton is able.
Pretty much same alignment as the other night, except you got Stry and Hazer swapping spots. So.
All right, and Stry, the left-hander, will be facing a lineup for Columbus Catholic. Ray Becker, the catcher, will lead off, followed by the pitcher, Mac Konechny. Carson Eckes is in center field. He'll bat third. Devlin Timler, the first baseman, bats fourth. Carter Summer, the shortstop, batting fifth. Tyler Hargraves is the third baseman, batting sixth. Holden Lomax, the right fielder, bats seventh. Caleb Pankratz, the second baseman, bats eighth. And Rocco Maher, the left fielder, batting ninth.
Already having a discussion here. I don't know what about, but.
I'm not sure what.
Yeah.
They're both managers are there and both umpires. Apparently everybody in agreement as to what was discussed. And the throw goes down to second, and we're set to go here in the bottom of the first.
Yep.
Could have been a big inning for Neillsville.
Yeah,
Granton,
absolutely. You know, they can't waste those chances. I'll tell you that. So
Warriors did get 2 hits.
Good pieces of hitting, and you know, so.
All right, so Ray Becker will lead off here in the first inning.
Yeah, Becker 1 for 3 the other night with 3 runs. He was really, he is really a nice leadoff hitter for these Columbus Dons. So.
Yeah, he was on base 4 times.
Yeah.
The pitch. He was hit by a pitch and walked twice.
Tonight he's catching, which I think is his natural position. But he played center the other night with Konitsky catching. So, but he's a good all-around athlete also. So
First pitch was a ball. That one grounded off the end of his bat. Foul. 1-1.
Yeah, Stry got right in on his hands on that pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike. As I said, a cloudy evening. Probably in the low 50s, upper 40s for a temperature.
Wind not quite as bitey as it was the other night. So
swing and a miss by Becker. He chased a high one.
I think you look out at the people sitting here, and they've got one less layer on tonight than they had the other night.
Yeah, not as quite wrapped up around the head this
right,
time.
yeah.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Becker. And the pitch. There's a ground ball. First baseman Andrew Hazer will take it himself. Step on the bag with the size 15.
Yeah. Now that helps getting there faster with those 15.
1 up, 1 down here in the first inning. He's got the family watching at home. My wife Cindy.
Hope Cindy's doing well after procedure this week. So
grandkids watching. The pitch. Off speed, misses. And it's 1 ball, no strikes to Matt Konitsky, the pitcher. Matt got on 3 straight times in the 5th, 6th, and 7th innings.
Yep.
Scored a couple of runs. Up high on that one, 2-0.
Yeah, 1 for 3, 2 runs, and also had an RBI in the game. So
a lot of runs scored in those last 3
Yeah,
innings.
absolutely. You know, they held them down really nicely for the first 3, but just the floodgates opened up with some errors, and so nice pitch by Stry there.
Strike on the inside corner, 2-1.
We talked about this the other night. His fastball seems a lot more lively than it did a year ago.
2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch. And that one misses. 3-1. Stry gets the sign from Trevor Hart. The pitch is a strike and a fastball. Full now, 3-2. Caden Stry with his family right there along the fence line behind home plate. The pitch. There's a fly ball into right field. Preston Bear easing to his left to make the catch. 2 up, 2 down for the Dons here in the bottom of the first inning. Center fielder Carson Eckes now the batter. This top of the lineup really did some damage.
Yeah, Eckes was 2 for 5 the other night with 2 runs scored too. So
of the 11 runs, they scored 7 of them.
Yep.
These top 3 batters. That pitch way upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes.
That sailed right out of his hand, right out from the release. You could see where that one was going.
Ball and no strikes to Eckes. And that one stays
Same
upstairs.
thing right there. So
trying something, it ain't working.
I think you got to slow it down just a little bit too. You know, sometimes you tend to rush that up and your release gets out of joint there.
Devlin Timler waits on deck. Should Eckes get on? The 2-0. There's a strike.
Yep. Drop down just a little bit on that one instead of coming down off the top there. So
2 balls and a strike. Eckes batting from the left side. The pitch. Misses outside. 3-1. Caden kind of disgusted with himself. Missing on these pitches.
Yeah, you want to get out of here with as few pitches as possible.
The 3-1 is a strike on the outside corner, and it's full 3-2.
And also, you'd rather not see Timler get in the box till next inning either. So
yes. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Stry into his windup. The pitch. Off speed that time, and he just got a piece.
Yeah, Trevor Hart couldn't quite hang on. That would have been a tough play to make, but he really had him fooled on that off-speed
he was
stuff.
out in front of that one. Count remains full, 3-2, 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Scoreless. The Warriors had a couple of hits in the top of the first, but a throw out at home and a pick off at first kind of ended it for him. The pitch. Strike 3 called on a knee-high fastball.
Yeah, I think that changeup on the previous pitch kind of had Eckes messed up. He was looking for something different than that fastball down the middle. So
the Dons get nothing in their half of the first. No runs, no hits, nobody left. The end of one complete. We're scoreless here in Neillsville.
Whether you're buying or selling, trust the Neillsville Next Home team of Julie Simic and Jake Ormond. Commercial, residential, and land, Julie and Jake have the expertise you need. Simplicity Credit Union brings home the win with great mobile options and the right loan for your family, business, and home. Simplicity.coop today. Fanny Supper Club is fine dining at its finest. Choose from a variety of steak, chicken, seafood, and entrees. Fanny Supper Club, just east of Neillsville on Highway 10.
And Talon Suda to face right-hander Matt Konechny.
Yeah, Preston 0 for 2 the other night with a walk. Had a couple nice plays in right field the other night. Not bad for a freshman. Right field first night out. And
first pitch, and he chases one in the dirt.
A little over anxious there.
Yep. 0-1 the count.
He's sporting the hoodie tonight, though.
Konechny working from the stretch, even though there's nobody on, and that pitch inside a ball. 1-1. Some guys like to do that.
Yep.
Stay out of the stretch.
Yep.
And the pitch. There's a line drive into right field, and it will drop in front of the right fielder.
Yeah.
And it's a base hit, the third for the Warriors here tonight.
How about these freshmen coming out swinging the bats tonight, huh?
Even though the right fielder was playing shallow, he still got that one in there. And all three of the hits have been to right field.
Yep.
And that brings up Pearson Fawcett, the third baseman. Konechny picked off a runner in the first inning at first.
Pearson 0 for 3 with 3 Ks tonight, but had a couple of good at-bats. So.
That pitch misses outside.
Wow, not by much.
Mac had to look away there and wonder where that one missed.
Yeah. I don't think you're going to see
throw over to first.
Got him.
And they got another one picked off at first.
He was not paying attention at all. And I don't know what the communication is between these runners and the first base coach, but
wow, that's 2 pickoffs. 2 for 2 on pickoffs for Konechny. And now Fawcett with 1 out. Warriors are taking themselves out of innings here.
Right.
That pitch is strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on down there at first, but they're not picking up Mac's move, and he's a right-hander, so you should be able to read that move better.
Yep. Always watching that back foot.
Yep.
That's the key indicator. Ball and 2 strikes now to Fawcett. The pitch. Fastball right down the middle. Strikeout number 1 for Mac. Yeah. And I think the first base issue will be addressed by Coach Kurth.
Yes, absolutely. I think so.
Talon Suda, the second baseman, will step in there now. The pitch is a strike. One thing about Konechny, we talked about it with Carter Summer too, they always pitch around the plate.
Absolutely. Yeah, Talon 0 for 3 the other night with 3 Ks also.
That pitch low, it's 1-1.
Yeah. So some of these kids got to be a little more aggressive in their approach.
They're always around the plate.
Yep, they're not gonna throw.
Strike right down the middle.
Yeah.
We always said when they were young, be ready to hit every pitch.
Yep.
You don't have to hit it, but be ready. 1-2 now. And the pitch. Oh, what a fastball right there. He had that one clocked up there.
That was his best fastball tonight right there. So.
And down goes Suda, and it ends up being a 1-2-3 inning, despite the fact the Warriors got a leadoff hit. No runs, 1 hit. Nobody left.
For 63 years, Hiller's True Value has proudly served Marshfield and central Wisconsin. Now, we're excited to begin a new chapter. Hiller's True Value is becoming Hiller's Ace Hardware, bringing you better pricing, a wider selection, and access to exclusive brands. You'll start to see some exciting changes around the store, all designed to make shopping easier than ever. But one thing will never change: the same friendly faces and trusted service you've counted on since day one. Hiller's Ace Hardware, still Hiller's, now with more tools to serve you better.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
A&W. Try our new Dill Pickle Ranch Cheese Curds. Here for a limited time only. Bite-sized Wisconsin white cheddar fried to warm, gooey perfection. Then tossed with the tangy flavors of dill pickle and ranch. Dip them in your choice of sauces for a snack or side that'll satisfy those pesky pickle cravings. And then some.
Summer 1 for 3 with an RBI. So pretty good, productive middle of the order right here. So.
All right, so the Warriors kind of taking themselves out of a couple of innings.
Yeah,
with
absolutely.
Some
Yeah,
pickoffs,
they've got
bad base running.
Really got to address the first base situation there with these kids. So.
All right, Timler will lead off here in the second for the Dons.
First with their leads and then also their reading of the pitcher. So.
Caden Stry into his windup and the pitch. Inside a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Stry winds and delivers. That one inside and low. Gets by Hart back on the screen.
It looked like Trevor was crossed up on that pitch a little bit.
I was just looking up there, practicing track up there, the field events.
Yeah.
Wonder how cool that is to watch Chris Marcel warm up
in
practice.
I think those woods would be in danger there.
And that pitch sailed way over the head.
That's about the third one when he's come over the top like that. They've all sailed on him. So
3-0 now to Timler. Yeah, Marcel, it's throwing that shot put and discus.
Yeah, he's, when you look at what he throws, well over 200 feet. So
the pitch is a ball outside.
Just off the corner there.
And it's a walk to Timler to lead off here in the second. First base runner for the Dons. And now Carter Summer, the shortstop, the batter. Summer reached base a couple of times. He had a hit, was hit by a pitch.
Also threw a couple innings the other night, too. So
first pitch is a strike, waist high. 0-1.
Stry's got to keep an eye on Timler there. Timler got a pretty big lead down there. So
Stry left-hander, so he's looking right at him.
Yep.
Pretty good lead by Timler.
Yeah, it is.
And now a throw over there. He dives back in.
Well, Stry worked a lot last year on his move, and by the end of the season, he had improved quite a little. So I think what you've seen over there just now was not his best move. So
0-1 the count. The pitch. There's a strike, and it's 0-2. Well, I know they, when the coach Mattson always said to kind of just ease into your best move.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give him not so good a move the first
there
time.
Goes.
Strike three is called. Waist high to Summer. It'll be a stolen base.
Wow, that was a high strike there. But
even Carter kind of turned around and questioned that one.
Yes, Tyler Hargraves, what was that?
But again, Carter, he stands 6'4", 6'5", so a waist-high fastball is higher.
Yeah.
So 1 out for Tyler Hargraves, the third baseman.
Yep.
Just a freshman.
Yep. 2 for 4, a run scored, and 3 RBIs the other night. So
there's a nice pitch, strike, thrown by Caden Stry.
1-1. Playing third base tonight. He played first base the other night. So
0-1 the count. Timler lead at second. Now he goes back as Stry steps off. Long look in at Trevor Hart. Now he's ready. And the pitch is popped up a mile in the air near the screen. And Trevor Hart can't quite make the catch. Those are tough.
That is tough. It's straight up, and the ball is spinning back at you. And so, but in this situation, you wish you had it. You know, it's something Trevor will get better at.
Yep.
But it is very tough. And then you got the net there and everything else. So
0-2 the count.
Oh,
and
there
the pitch.
goes.
There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw down to third is not in time. As Timler steals third, but he gets 2 steals on strikeouts.
Yeah, he had a huge jump there. There's not much Hart could do, but
you wonder if there was a hit and run in place there.
Yeah, it could be, you know.
Because the swing by Hargraves was kind of a different kind of a swing.
Timler doing a pretty good job of reading Stry.
Yep.
He really is.
Holden Lomax, the right fielder, now the batter.
Holden did not play the other night.
Nope. That one chopped foul at home plate. 0-1 the count. Caden doing a better job of getting ahead of the hitters in this half of the inning.
Yeah, absolutely.
He winds and delivers. That one way upstairs.
Nice job by Hart getting out of that stance and pulling that in. Anything to the screen right now is going to be a run.
1 ball and 1 strike. Timler, the runner at third with 2 outs. The pitch. Inside corner, a strike. 1-2. The Dons looking for their first hit.
Yep.
Timler was their first runner. He's at third. And the pitch. Chop foul at home plate. We just about had a collision with Timler and Hart.
That'd have been interesting.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Trevor could have handled Timler. Timler was coming downhill. So.
Yeah, Timler was coming home. Trevor was going out to get that ball.
Timler's pretty good size, too.
Yeah, he is. The count remains a ball and 2 strikes.
On this grass field, you never know what the ball is going to do.
No.
You know, I'll tell you that.
The stretch by Stry. And the 1-2 off speed, and he missed outside.
Good pitch.
He was hoping. I think he was hoping that Lomax was going to swing.
Yeah, pretty good take by Lomax, too.
2-2. The pitch. Way upstairs.
Yeah. He's
3-2.
He's really had trouble locating that fastball. He doesn't really seem to have a good feel for it.
3-2 the count to Lomax. The pitch. A check swing foul that will get in to the parking lot.
Yeah, Lomax would like to have that one back. He could down and look on his face. He knows he checked his swing on ball 4.
Yes, he did. So the count remains full at 3-2. Caleb Pankratz waiting in the on-deck circle. And the pitch. Off speed, strike 3 called. Caden strikes out the side. A leadoff walk to Timler. Timler steals his way to third, but that's where he gets left stranded. For the Dons in their half of the second. No runs, no hits. They leave 1. 2 are in the books. We are
A&W. Try our new bacon and Swiss double burger with garlic aioli combo for a limited time only. 2 all-beef patties, Swiss cheese, bacon, grilled onions, and creamy garlic aioli. Comes with fries and a root beer for a meal that's not just big on bacon, it's just plain big. And then some.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
To the third, scoreless here in Neillsville. Kind of similar to Tuesday night's game.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Early on.
Both starters coming out. Warriors getting some good at-bats. So.
You know, I was just thinking,
I
haven't really seen Max throw many off-speed pitches.
No, not at all. No.
As of yet.
No.
There's a fastball to the leadoff hitter, Bowden Opel.
Yeah, Bowden 1 for 3 with a run scored the other night. So
Bowden playing left field today. The 0-1. There was an off-speed pitch.
Ask for and you receive, Larry.
Yes, in the dirt, it's 1-1. Maybe that's why he hasn't thrown many yet.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike to Opel, leading off here in the third.
Ooh.
And he takes a knee-high strike.
He's been pretty much around the plate.
Yeah, the Warriors haven't been pulling the trigger.
No.
With the bats. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. That one outside. 2-2. Warriors with 3 hits in the game, but
nothing to show. 2 runners picked off is not hurt, and then Andrew Hazer throwing out the plate. So
that curveball in the dirt, and it's full now. 3-2. Warriors scheduled to play at Auburndale Monday. The pitch, and that one in the dirt, skips past, back on the wall. Bowden may be hustling down to first. Could get.
Yeah. Becker did a pretty good job of getting back there.
So a leadoff walk to Bowden Opel. Yeah. Trevor Hart now the batter, the number 9 hitter.
Trevor 1 for 2 the other night, run scored with a sacrifice bunt. I expect him to be laying one down right here too. So
third playing up a little bit on Hargraves. Squares to bunt, takes low. Throw down to first, and they got Bowden in a rundown.
Goodness gracious.
They got Bowden Opelt in a rundown, and now Matt Konitsny dropped the ball, throws it back to second. Throw is not in time. Wow, they got it. But my goodness, the Warriors runners at first base, they're having some troubles.
I guess that's a stolen base, huh?
That easily could have been another pickoff over at first.
Yeah, great move again. That was Becker throwing, coming in behind the runner, and I don't know what Bowden was thinking there, but
not sure if that was. Well, he didn't make contact, so I don't know if it was on contact.
Yeah,
he was supposed to hit.
I don't know. It's wow.
But he's at second base, squaring to bunt and taking a ball again. Is Trevor Hart. Mac kind of discussed it. I think he thought one of those 2 was a strike.
I think I'd argue it. I think he had a good argument on that second one.
That one is a strike, and it's 2-1.
I think if you're Trevor Hart now, if they let you swing away, you got a huge hole on that right side.
First baseman is coming in looking for a bunt. The pitch. Offered on the bunt, missed it.
Yeah.
And it's 2-2 now.
Now 2 strikes, so
2-2 the count. And the pitch. Strike 3 call, knee high.
That's what you cannot be doing.
So now the leadoff hitter, Keegan Orman, with 1 out, a runner at second.
Third strikeout for Mac.
All coming here in the last couple of innings, and they've all been looking. Orman lines one into left field, a base hit.
Boy, he hit that hole nice. Summer was over by the runner, and Keegan nailed that hole right where Summer had vacated. So
2 for 2 for Orman.
Yep.
Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Well, you got the situation where you got your RBI man up there, so we'll see if Keegan does something different down at first than he did the last time.
Not get picked off?
Yeah.
The pitch. Andrew lifts one in the air to center. Bowden's going to tag. Here's the throw coming on. Summer, and this will score a run.
Yeah. The center fielder, Eckes, hit the cutoff man, but good job by Hazer.
Got the fly ball, scored the run from third. And now with 2 down, a run in, it'll bring up Caden Stride. Stride grounded out to the mound his first time up in the first. The pitch. Caden takes a strike on the inside corner. Orman, the runner at first. Another throw over there. Ooh. Boy, I tell you, Keegan just kind of walks off first, and then Mac quickly throws over there.
He throws bullets over there, and
he's pretty accurate.
Yes.
On that throw over to first. Swing and a miss by Caden.
Yeah, Caden pulling his head a little bit on that one.
0-2.
If Caden can get around, there's a nice hole there on the right side.
The pitch is low. He's got that fastball working. It's getting up there. Ball and 2 strikes now to Stride. Orman, the runner at first. Konieczny checks him. And the pitch. Off speed is grounded to the third baseman, and it gets past him into left field. That kind of had a little tricky hop when it got to Hargraves.
Still a play should have been made, so for E5, I would say.
So an error puts runners at first and second. And now Caden Hartung, who singled his first time up. 1-0 Neillsville Granton here in the third inning.
Caden hit the ball to the right side. They got through, but Holden Lomax made a great throw to the plate and got Andrew Hazer. Holden playing very shallow out there.
The pitch. Hartung fouls it back.
Right on it, though.
Yes, he was. 0-1 the count. 4 hits now for the Warriors. Runners at first and second. The pitch. Off speed.
Yeah, that's a nice take.
Check.
Nice take there
by Hartung. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Wind blowing out today. It was blowing in from right Tuesday. The pitch. This one is popped foul near the Columbus Catholic dugout.
Got in on his fists there.
Yep. 1-2. Again, this game originally scheduled for Marshfield, but conditions unplayable, I guess, over there.
Yeah, Jack Atman Field, a lot of struggles to get that field playable in the spring.
Konieczny the stretch, the pitch. Fastball grounded to Hargraves. Hard chopper. Throw to first is in time.
That's a nice play. He waited for that hop. He didn't charge it.
5-3 on the putout to end the inning, but the Warriors do come up with 1 run on 1 hit. They leave 2. At the end of 2.5, it's now 1-0 Neillsville Granton.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
it's easy.
Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Russell's of Neillsville for all your design service needs. From cabinets to countertops, appliances to flooring, our design specialist is here to design and plan your kitchen or bath space. Stop in and see our design team today.
Andrew now with 3 RBIs. Or is that 2 RBIs? Yeah, both of them the other night?
No, one scored.
Okay, so he's got 2 on the night.
Yeah, the second one run scored on error.
We've already updated the stats.
Yeah, I get.
All right, so we go to the bottom of the third. Pankratz, Maher, and Becker
Yeah, Caleb Pankratz did not play the other night, so.
Pankratz the batter, playing second base tonight. And the lefty Caden Stry winds and delivers a strike. 0-1. Columbus Catholic heading to the Woodside Complex in Boston for the weekend. The pitch is low ball. 1-1. Game tomorrow.
Loyal is playing tomorrow and Saturday at a tournament at Adams Friendship.
Yeah.
Michigan, one of the teams are playing. So.
Yeah, there's a few teams down at the Woodside Complex.
Yeah.
Too. The pitch. Pankratz swings and misses.
Nice fastball there.
Ball and 2 strikes. Stry delivers low in the dirt. Good dig out there by Trevor Hart. 2-2. Stry gets the sign from Hart. The pitch outside. Full 3-2 now. 3-2 the count. Pankratz leading off here in the third. Stry ready in the pitch. Inside and low. And leadoff walk to Pankratz here in the third inning.
Never like to walk that leadoff man.
Strange things happen after that.
Yeah.
Now Rocco Maher is the batter. Not sure what the discussion there was with head coach for the Dons and the home plate umpire. But Maher steps in there. The pitch. High. Throw down to first.
Oh.
Not in time. Sliding back in there is Pankratz.
Yeah, Rocco was over 0 for 3 with a run scored the other night.
1 ball, no strikes. Pankratz with a lead. The pitch. Maher squares the bunt.
Oh.
Takes a ball and another throw by Hart. Diving back in was Pankratz. 2-0. Maher squaring that last time up, or that last pitch there. Let's see what he does here. Throw over to first.
I think they've got him if he hits the throw, but
throw was a little off the mark there. I think it actually hit the runner.
I think it did too.
Stayed right there next to the runner as he dove in, Pankratz. So the count remains 2-0 to Maher. The pitch. Outside, 3-0, another throw down to first. So 3-0 now the count. And they want to do a little
manicure, get that base
maintenance over there at first.
The white part of the base was completely covered up by dirt after these 3 slide-ins. So
3-0 now to Maher, and could walk these 2 batters at the top of the order coming up.
You got the
pitch. There's a strike.
Yeah, you got a pretty hungry top of the order coming up next. So
yeah, they did the damage the other day.
Yep. And it started in the second time around too, Larry. There it was errors that opened up the gates, and today,
inside and low, and 2 walks here to lead off the third. Puts runners at first and second for Ray Becker and Coach Jason Kurth out of the dugout.
First of all, I think he wants to settle him down, but secondly, I think they also want to get situations in case Becker decides to lay one down here.
So The Dons with runners at first and second, nobody out here in the top of the third. Check that, bottom of the third. 1-0 Neillsville Granton. Pretty similar to what happened
absolutely
in yesterday's game.
Absolutely.
The Warriors took the early lead.
Yeah, in that case, it was the top of the order. The middle of the order there was Hargraves and Timler who lit the fuse that game. But same thing there, it was errors and a hit, and here you got 2 walks. So hopefully they can shut her down right here, but it's going to be tough with Becker, Konitsky, and Eckes coming up.
Becker, the batter with 2 on, he grounded out to first, his first time up.
Yeah. He's going to be looking to advance those runners whatever any way he can.
Runners take their leads. The stretch by Stry, the pitch. There's a high chopper taken by Stry. He had nowhere to go but to first.
Whatever reason, Pearson Fawcett did not cover third. They had the runner at third dead to rights. Pearson Fawcett froze and did not get over and cover third. And Stry had no choice
but to go to first
and get the out. So
now you have runners at second and third with 1 out for Matt Konitsky.
So, yeah, a little bit of inexperience again.
Konitsky comes up. He flew out to right his first time up. The pitch. Off speed, drops in there for a strike. 0-1. Maher at second. Pankratz at third. Stry delivers. Low in the dirt. Gets by Trevor Hart, but Pankratz is going to hold at third base.
It only went about halfway. I don't know if Pankratz could have beat Stry to the plate or not, but good hustle by Trevor Hart, though, to get back there and get it. But that did not take off real fast, come in real hard and get back to that screen.
1 ball, 1 strike to Konitsky. Runners take their leads at second and third. And the pitch. Inside, 2-1. One nothing Neillsville Granton here in the bottom of the third inning. The pitch. Off speed, stays upstairs, 3-1. Well, one thing, the left side of the field doesn't have to worry about sun tonight.
No, absolutely.
And now
they just put him on.
They walk Konitsky. So 3 walks now in the inning. And Carson Eckes is going to be the batter. He struck out looking in the first inning. Left-handed batter. Center fielder today for the Dons. Bases loaded. 1 out. They're in at the corners on the grass. Stry the stretch. And the pitch. Stays upstairs and high. It's 1-0. 1-1 in the softball game. Loyal Greenwood and Neillsville Granton. One ball, no strikes to Eckes. He gets right up there.
Yeah, he does.
Next to the plate.
Yeah, he's crowding her pretty good.
The pitch. There's a ground ball headed to the shortstop. Hartung bobbles momentarily. Long throw to first is not going to be in time. Eckes beats it out on an infield hit. Scores a run as well. Bases remain loaded with 1 out. Kind of a slow roller down there to third, or to short. And now Devlin Timler, the batter. The pitch. High, a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Not sure who's next in line on the mound here tonight for Neillsville Granton.
Yeah.
The pitch. Swing and a miss by Devlin. Even at a ball and a strike. Tied at 1 here in the bottom of the third. Well, they reeled at an error on that last one?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And that ball gets by Hart on a wild
Yeah.
pitch. This will score Maher. That one went sailing past Trevor. Everybody moves up. Eckes moves up to second. Konechny to third. 2 runs now in.
Without a hit.
The stretch by Stry. And the 2-1 is a strike to Timler. 2-2. Carter Summer in the on-deck circle. Doesn't get any easier for the Warriors. The pitch. That one stays upstairs. Whatever pitch that is, he can't get it to go in the strike zone.
And it's way out of the strike zone, too. I mean, you're not even giving the batter a chance to decide on it. It's so far out of the strike zone.
3-2 now to Timler. The pitch. There's a line drive foul into the mud, right field side. Didn't go very far once it got on the ground down there. Three and two. Stry gets the sign from Hart. And the pitch is grounded to the shortstop, Hartung, and he can't find the handle on it as it hit the grass there and took a funny hop. And another run is in, and here we go with errors again by the Warriors. So runners at first and second. 3 runs are in here in the third.
2 big errors in the inning along with 3 walks. My goodness.
So Carter Summer, the batter, he struck out looking back in the second. The pitch, high a ball. One ball, no strikes. The pitch, fastball is a strike. 1-1. Eckes the runner at second. Timler at first. 1 out here in the third. There goes the runners.
Yeah, they had no
and
chance.
They will have a double steal easy. Eckes was running as he was in his windup.
Yeah, he completely had Stry red there, and then Timler was just on the back end. So
2-1 the count to Summer. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Summer has yet to catch up with his fastball.
2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. It is lifted in the air. Right center field. That's going to get by Preston Bear. This will score 2 runs, and Summers standing at second with a double. Two RBIs for Carter Summer. And just like that, it's 5-1 Dons.
And now you bring up Tyler Hargraves, the 8th batter to bat in the inning.
Hargraves struck out in the second inning.
Yeah, only out so far in this inning is Ray Becker.
Pitch is inside. And that one gets by the pitcher on the throwback.
That can't happen, guys.
A ball and no strikes. Stry delivers.
Oh.
Check swing.
Yeah,
pops out of Trevor's glove. And the runner goes down to third. And Trevor's not liking the glove he's got right now.
Yeah.
As the ball has popped out of there a couple of times.
Yep.
Two balls and no strikes to Hargraves. Runner at third for the Dons. That's Carter Summer. One out. The pitch. Inside a ball. 3-0.
Yeah, Stry really having trouble with his control.
The stretch. And the pitch. There's a strike delivered by Caden. 3-1. The pitch. Fouled back by Hargraves. Full now, 3-2. These first two games,
Very eerily similar.
I was going to say, Bowden Opel's very lonely out there in left field.
Absolutely.
He hasn't gotten much action.
Yeah. Yeah, Preston Bear has gotten all the action.
Yeah. High on that one, and he walks Hargraves. Fourth walk in the inning. And now the ninth batter in this inning, Holden Lomax, the right fielder. And we're going to get time called.
Yeah, and we're going to have a pitching change. Going to have Hazer.
Or will it be
Hartung, one or the other?
I don't know. Coach Kurth's got two gloves in his hands, but I'm not sure where the gloves are going here. As the glove exchange begins, Andrew's going to go to short, I believe, and they're going to bring in Hartung. I don't think Andrew could pitch this game.
I don't know. I don't know what his pitch count was the other night. So
I'm getting a nod over there from the official scorer.
Yep.
His pitch. He had a pitch count that he can't pitch that many, that close in days.
Yeah, not 48 hours.
No. So a pitching change is being made here in Neillsville as the Dons have scored 5 runs here in the third. They lead it 5-1. We'll be back with more from Henry Luke's baseball field in Neillsville.
Welcome to Russell's of Neillsville. Come on in and let me show you around. Washers, dryers, freezers, ranges, and refrigerators. Sofas, mattresses, lift chairs too. Russell's of Neillsville. More of what you're looking for.
Wisconsin shops at Gross Auto Group for 3 big reasons. No hassle pricing, lifetime warranty, massive selection, price to move. Gross Auto Group's no hassle pricing means the price you see is the price you pay. No back and forth, no wasted time. Our lifetime engine warranty means we want your new ride running for as long as you own it. And with 8 brands in 6 stores, Gross Auto has the ride you want at the price you need. 3 reasons, 3 towns. Gross Auto Group in Neillsville, Black River Falls, and Marshfield.
So senior Caden Hartung will come on to pitch here in the bottom of the third. Try to get out of this for Neillsville Granton.
Yeah, Caden pitched in the game the other night. Didn't get an out. He allowed 3 runs and 3 hits and walked a batter and hit a batter in that game. So hopefully things go better for him tonight. So
he'll face Holden Lomax.
And after him, I don't know whether would they turn to maybe like a Bowden Opel, Larry, or somebody like that. Bowden pitched sometime last year, but Dallin Suda was challenged the other night and struggled. So
Hartung, first pitch is a strike.
But like we keep mentioning, without Adam Hazer in uniform right now, their pitching depth is severely down.
That pitch in the dirt, getting by Trevor back to the screen, and will score Carter Summer. And it also, without Adam in there, kind of limits where your guys are playing.
You know, you talk about, Pearson Fawcett not covering at third. He's in a position where Adam Hazer would be playing, and Adam Hazer would have been on the bag there. So.
And Caden Strye maybe behind the plate in some of these instances as well.
Absolutely, too.
There's a ground ball, high chopper. Fawcett.
That's a nice
to first, one. The relay back to third, not in time.
Nice play, though, there by Pearson Fawcett. Charged that one nicely and made a nice throw to first. So
2 down. Caleb Pankratz will bat for the second time in this inning. He led off the inning with a walk. And he now steps in there against Caden Hartung. Same first name, different last name.
Yeah.
Hargraves the runner at third. 6 runs are in here in this third inning for the Dons. They lead it 6-1. There's a ground ball headed to the shortstop. Andrew Hazer picks it out, throws to first in time for the out. But not before the Dons get a handful of runs and then some. As they pick up 6 runs. Did they get any hits?
One. Double by Summers.
Yes. 6 runs on 1 hit. They leave one.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Neillsville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
To the fourth, the Warriors now find themselves in a hole, 6-1. Preston Bear will be the batter.
Yeah, tough inning there with the walks and a couple errors, and just open the floodgates. Just
both teams on the scoreboard, they're well lit up in the line score there. As Bear takes a strike.
Preston was out 1-3, pitcher to first his last time up,
and takes strike 2. Warriors, 1 run, 4 hits, 3 errors. The Dons, 6 runs, 1 hit, 2 errors. The pitch, that one high and gets by Becker back to the screen. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Strike 3 call.
Yeah.
So the Warriors.
Yeah. Some of these youngsters got to learn. They got to be protecting the plate a lot better.
That's the 4th strikeout caught looking. None of them have stringing strikes.
They're just really not protecting on 2 strikes and a little bit of inexperience. And
Fawcett, the batter now, swing and a miss. Just a little out front.
Yep.
0-1. The pitch. Oh, off speed, and he's really out front.
He took about 10 miles an hour off on that one, it looked like. Wow.
0-2.
Yeah.
The pitch. Then he comes back with another one and misses inside. 1-2. The pitch. Comes back with a fastball. It misses low.
He's just
2-2.
Just playing with Preston's mind right now is what he's doing. So, I mean, he showed a fastball, changeup, and curve.
And he comes right down the middle with a fastball.
And that's a senior pitching to a freshman right there.
2 strikeouts here in the fourth for Konechny. 5 in the game. And now Talon Suda. He struck out looking in the second. The pitch. High a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. That one chopped foul by Talon. 1-1. So without Greenwood playing a varsity schedule this year, Neillsville will have a week off.
Yep.
Between the 20th and the 27th.
Yeah, they have the game scheduled at Auburndale on Monday.
Then they have Marathon
here
on Thursday.
Yep. So.
And then Stratford the following Monday
up there. So.
And then no game until the following week.
Yeah. So it makes for a very small conference. Run that out.
High choppers, Suda running, throw by Hargraves, not in time.
I'll tell
he
you
pulls
what,
Timler off.
Tell you what, that's pretty good play by Hargraves. Though he's a big dude, and he made a nice play there. He might have had him, but he pulled Timler off the bag. But that's a nice play. But nice infield hit for Talon Suda.
So a hit for Suda for the Warriors. They're 5th. Yep. They trail 6-1, but they've out-hit
them.
Don's 5-1. Throw over to first. Did he get him again?
No. I thought
almost.
I thought the commissioner out there was was winding up to get him out, but
it was a close one. Konechny has already picked off 2 runners.
Yeah.
The pitch is a strike to Opel.
And Becker had Opel picked off also, but Opel outran the rundown. So
0-1 the count to Bowden. The pitch. Outside, snap throw by Becker. Back in is Suda.
Yeah.
Ball and a strike.
Bowden's already scored 2 runs this year for Neillsville.
Well, he gets on. He can run.
Yeah, he can run. Good, steady player.
Another throw over to first.
Ooh, that one was close too. But Suda going back in head first. Gets him back in there.
The stretch by Konechny and the pitch. There's a.
Ooh, that was right in on the fists.
A swing by Bowden was just kind of fighting it off.
Yeah.
A ball and 2 strikes. You got to wonder if maybe Becker is giving Konechny some signs to throw over to first.
Absolutely.
When he's not looking.
Yep.
Sometimes they'll do that. There's
right there.
That's it. But look at that throw is right there.
Yeah.
It's a quick spin, but that throw is right there to Timler.
You know, if he had a left hand, if Timler was left-handed, it'd be even more wicked. But
the pitch, fastball and a swing and a miss.
But the fact that Konechny's right-handed and Timler's right-handed, and what they're doing over there is pretty amazing, actually.
Yes, it is. Nothing across for the Warriors in their half of the fourth.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Neillsville Granton will be playing at Auburndale, scheduled to play on Monday.
I think a lot of that will depend on how much rain we get over the weekend too, Larry. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not real familiar with Auburndale's field either, so
I don't think it's a grass infield.
no.
All right, throw goes down to second. And leading off here in the fourth for the Dons, Rocco Maher walked and scored in that 6-run third. Maher playing left field, batting from the right side. And Hartung, the right-hander, delivers. That one chopped foul. Caden Hartung not with the speed that a Caden Stry has, so they're going to be out in front of him a little bit.
Yeah, they're in a little bit of adjusting here, but as I say, you had that inning with
that one popped up foul out of
8
play.
and 9, Pankratz and Maher walking to start that inning ahead of the top of the order really was a big part of that 6-run inning.
Both of them scored.
Yep.
Hartung into the windup, the 0-2. Little weak ground ball, first base side, gloved by Hartung, throws to first in time. Out in front was Maher on
and
that
that ball just died in the grass right there. But good play by Hartung to get over and get it to Stry for the out.
Ray Becker now the batter, 0 for 2.
Yep, done a good job on him today.
Yeah. After he
Big
reached
day.
base
Yeah, big
4
day.
times on Tuesday. First pitch is low ball. Warriors over the years have had several of these guys out there right now catching. There's a strike. Hartung has done some catching.
Yep,
Andrew did some catching early.
Yeah.
Maybe not in high school, but he did back in the youth days.
Yeah, Caden Stry
Stry's
caught all the way up.
Yep. The pitch fouled back by Becker. And he was out in front because he went to one knee trying to reach out for that pitch.
Yeah.
1-2.
Yeah, I think Trevor Hart will keep. The more Trevor Hart plays, the better he'll get.
Well, he will be their catcher.
It's tough with these inexperienced pitchers too.
He will be their catcher of the future.
Absolutely.
Stry, Hartung, and Hazer are all graduating.
Yeah, they got no choice. I don't know. I don't know much about the 8th grade coming up, but Trevor is caught from day one, I think, since he stepped on a baseball field. So
that pitch inside. Adam Hazer has caught 2 in the youth days, but these guys have gotten so tall that it's hard to get down there anymore.
Yeah, it's hard to catch when you're tall.
Yep.
I said, and that's why I always thought Jace Pecco was so good.
Yep.
Not real tall, but.
And that ball gets by Trevor Hart on ball 4. And down to first with a walk will go Ray Becker. Matt Konieczny, the batter. 0 for 1. Walked and scored his last time up in the 2nd inning.
Courtesy runner for Becker.
And let's see who will be that runner.
It was Daxton Wenzel the other day. So,
whose dad is not here tonight.
Yeah, I know. Not today though. It's Roe Wheeler.
Nope.
Roe Wheeler today. So.
Okay. They got a big sophomore class at Columbus Catholic.
Yeah. And we watched these kids play last summer too, and pretty good bunch. So.
All right, so Wheeler comes on to courtesy run for the catcher, Ray Becker. 4-3 who? Top of the 5th in the softball game, but
just don't know who.
Don't know who's ahead. Here's a ground ball. Second baseman Suda
Suda.
to Hazer, won the relay in time. Nice play turn there by the Warrior infield.
Talon Suda gave Andrew Hazer a perfect relay to short, and Andrew was able to come across that bag and really make a nice throw to first.
In the scorebook, that's 4-6-3 double play. To end the inning, nothing across for the Dons in their half of the fourth. 4 in the books here at Henry Luke's baseball field.
Whether you need deep sleep, beauty sleep, or just need to sleep it off, Mall Furniture has a huge selection of double-sided comfort sleep mattresses. When it's time for a double, it's no trouble. You'll flip over our great prices. There's 2 great sides to this mattress story, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. It's double-sided or nothing.
Get your perfect comfort sleep mattress from Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
See you on the flip side.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Here at 6-1, Columbus Catholic leading as we go to the top of the 5th inning.
Trevor Hart leading off.
Hart, Ormond, and Hazer. Trevor struck out looking. One of 6 strikeouts for Matt Konieczny today. And he comes out to work here in the 5th. First pitch bounces across home plate. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. There's a ground ball headed toward the shortstop, Carter Summer. Backhands on to first.
Oh.
Dug out by Timler for the out. But you always want to make contact because you never know.
Yeah, nice job there by Trevor Hart. Made good contact.
Make the defense make a play.
And Summer made a nice play, backhanded, and made a long throw over to first. So Ormond 2 for 2 on the day.
Freshman steps in there, and the pitch is low and outside a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. High school baseball today on 92.7 WPKG in Neillsville, ZaleskiSports.com. The pitch misses 2-0. Keegan wearing the number 1 on the back of his uniform. Swing and a miss on a good fastball from Mack.
Tied him up on the inside corner there.
2-1. The pitch low. It's 3-1. The bat that Andrew Hazer is using is brand new to the Neillsville team. The pitch low ball, and Keegan works the walk. So he remains 2 for 2. Now Andrew Hazer, the batter. RBI flyout in the 3rd.
Second walk of the day for Matt Konieczny.
Andrew walked back in the 1st. And the first pitch, swing and a miss. A little behind that fastball.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting him to come with that fastball in that location anyway.
0-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Threw it by him again.
Country hardball right here.
No balls and 2 strikes. Throw over to first. And Keegan back in there. He's made it interesting.
Yep, absolutely.
Got picked off back in the 1st. And the pitch. Strike 3 called, knee high. 3 fastballs.
Yep.
7 strikeouts for Matt Konieczny. Caden Stride now the batter.
Looks like Ryan Beanick going down to warm up in the bullpen. Bernick, excuse me, Beanick.
Ryan Beanick, I was going to say.
Yeah.
There's a ground ball to Timler. He'll take it unassisted for the out.
Coach Lavin's up here. He's related to the Beanicks. That's where that came from.
Oh, I see. Looked over that guy.
No.
Sure, blame it on him.
Yeah, Ryan Burdick, I should say.
So Burnick down to warm up in the bullpen for the Dons. The Warriors get nothing in their half of the fifth. They leave one. The end of 4.5. 6-1 Columbus Catholic.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
To go against
Eckes.
See, I already got it wrong.
Yeah. Eckes Timler.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Konechny head into the double play.
Yes.
Eckes, Timler, and Summer for the Dons here in their half of the fifth inning. 6 runs in the third. That's been the difference.
Yeah, and they still on only one hit. Double by Carter Summer. Kind of cap off that inning.
Eckes in the game reached on an error and struck out looking.
Yeah, he and Timler reached on back-to-back errors in that really opened the floodgates after those walks in that 6-run third inning. And since then, the Warriors haven't had much to say about it. So.
Matt Konechny has on the mound, though.
You betcha.
He has pitched very well.
5 solid innings of 5-hit ball.
Hartung winds and delivers to Eckes. It's a chopper, a high chopper. Hartung grabs and will tag.
That was the best play he could make right there.
There was no way he was going to be able to flip that ball to first.
And only bad things can happen when you try to do that too.
So he just hung on to it and made the tag on Eckes as he went by. And there's one out here in the fifth. Timler, the batter. He has walked and reached on an error. Warriors with 3 errors in today's game. First pitch, low ball. Three errors and numerous walks. They all count as hits.
You bet.
Or on base, I guess you could say. Suda with a ground ball, and that one ate him up.
Yep. Still should have made the play, but kind of lost his footing there. And
another error for the Warriors. Number 4 here in this game. So 1 out, runner for the Dons. Carter Summer, the batter. He had an RBI double his last time up in the third. 2 RBI double. First pitch, high, a ball. Burnick finishing his warm-ups down in the bullpen. I would assume we'll see him.
Yeah, I would think so. You know, I don't know where Mac is on his pitch count, but early.
Inside a ball, throw down to second. Yeah. Not in time. Timler will get the steal.
Early season like this, how far do you want to stretch these kids out early, you know? So.
And he may have pitched too much to pitch again this weekend.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. 5 innings, and he's.
But as long as he can go, that saves your other guys.
They've got some nice pitching depth, though. You know, you talk about Summer and him, and then Becker is thrown, and I believe Timler is thrown in the past. So, and Burdick pitched the other night also. So
3-0 to Summer.
Yeah. So
there's a strike.
I think they're set up pretty good for the weekend. So
3-1 to Summer. 5-3. 6-3 Neillsville Granton over Loyal Greenwood. There's a line drive into center field. Orman goes back,
got
makes
a
the
chance
catch.
for a double play
Throw
here.
back to second in time. The runner was going. Devin Timler. He was all the way to third base when Orman made that catch.
How about Orman running that ball down in right center? Wow.
And Orman throws him out, 8-6 on the putout, and it's a double play to end the inning. So the Dons end up getting nothing. No runs, no hits, and nobody left.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with his smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointments, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
A&W. Try our new Bacon and Swiss Double Burger with Garlic Aioli Combo for a limited time only. 2 all-beef patties, Swiss cheese, bacon, grilled onions, and creamy garlic aioli. Comes with fries and a root beer for a meal that's not just big on bacon, it's just plain big. And then some.
So Ryan Bernick comes on to pitch here in the 6th inning for Columbus Catholic. And Matt Konieczny is just out of the game. No other.
Yeah.
Check that. Carson Eckes.
Carson Eckes is at second base.
Oh,
now.
but Konieczny is out in center.
Yeah.
There he is.
There
Okay.
Yep.
So Pankratz is the guy who sits
Yep.
down.
Yep. So Burdick will bat in the number 8 position.
So if that confused you enough.
Yeah.
Konieczny goes to center. Eckes comes to second. Pankratz is out. And Bernick is on to pitch. Bernick was not in the lineup.
No.
He came off the bench here to pitch. And he will face Caden Hartung to lead off here in the 6th inning. Hartung, Bear, and Fawcett here in the 6th for the Warriors. The pitch. Outside a ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Hartung had a single in the 1st inning and then bounced to third his second time up.
This one fouled back behind home plate.
It's pretty good at bats. He had a base hit in the 1st inning, and that was a play that Andrew Hazer got thrown out on the plate.
Warriors with 5 hits in the game. Columbus Catholic with just 1. The pitch. Popped up foul again behind home plate.
Bernick doesn't throw overly hard, but he does throw strikes. So
1-2 now to Hartung. The stretch by Bernick, and that one high. Bernick, another pitcher that works from the stretch, regardless if there's anybody on or not.
Yeah, you know, just don't see a whole lot of them that are comfortable using that windup anymore.
No.
You know, it's just, and I think that comes from the way they're brought up, you know.
Swing and a miss. Hartung goes down via the strikeout for the first time. Now Preston Bear. Bear has a hit and a strikeout. You know, we've seen some good defensive plays from the Warriors today.
Absolutely.
They had a 4-6-3 double play.
Yeah, a couple errors on the infield, 3 errors on the infield, but I'll tell you what, that play that Keegan Orman just shows what he can do in center field there. Wow, that was very impressive. So.
And he had the arm to get that ball back into second base.
Yeah, he is
to double off that runner.
He is going to be a mainstay in center field for this team for the next 4 years. So.
Bernick, the right-hander, delivers. Fouled back by Bear, out of play. The pitch. There's a ground ball, high chopper to Hargraves. They call that the Sunday dinner at Grandma's Hop.
That's pretty sweet hop on this grass here.
Yep. 2 up, 2 down here in the 6th inning. Pearson Fawcett, who has struck out looking twice.
Yeah.
Playing third base for the Warriors.
Yeah. Pearson struggled at the plate so far.
Burnick. Burnick's a big guy, too.
Yeah. Very, very impressive linebacker for the Spencer Columbus football team in the games that we did.
Yeah, he's built like a linebacker.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. And again, Pearson out in front.
Only a junior, too. He'll be a senior mainstay for them next year.
1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Inside, 2-1. Now the Dons have several players coming back.
Yeah.
The pitch. Curveball misses upstairs. Becker peeling down. See if he swung. They said no. 3-1. The pitch.
Oh,
swing and a miss.
A little over anxious. Yeah, they swung at ball 4 there.
Yep. Swung at 1 out of the strike zone. Full now, 3-2. The pitch. Low and outside, and Fawcett works the walk.
4th walk by Columbus pitching today.
Talon Suda will be the batter. He has struck out and singled.
Yep.
Pitch. Outside a ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
I doubt if Mr. Burnick has the move that Konitschke had. But
No. I don't think too many do.
Yeah.
There's a fly ball, excuse me.
Pearson.
Hit right to Summer.
Yeah.
The shortstop makes the play. And the Dons get out of the 6th inning with just a walk. No runs, no hits, 1 left here in the 6th inning for the Warriors.
A&W. Try our new Dill Pickle Ranch Cheese Curds. Here for a limited time only. Bite-sized Wisconsin white cheddar fried to warm, gooey perfection. Then tossed with the tangy flavors of dill pickle and ranch. Dip them in your choice of sauces for a snack or side that'll satisfy those pesky pickle cravings. And then some.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Neillsville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Come to Russell's of Neillsville for all your design service needs. From cabinets to countertops, appliances to flooring, our design specialist is here to design and plan your kitchen or bath space. Stop in and see our design team today.
Move to center field. So Orman comes on to pitch. First time he has been on the mound this year. He's a left-hander. And he really comes over the top with kind of a whipping motion on his pitches.
That's really a good way to describe it, too. Like
his hand really comes, or his arm really comes through fast once it gets up on top. So he comes on to pitch here in the 6th inning against the Dons, who will have Hargraves, Lomax, and Burnick. Again, Burnick coming on to pitch. So he takes the spot of Caleb Pankratz in the batting order. Columbus Catholic winning game 1 in this series 11-2 and up 6-1 here.
Yep. Yeah, Warriors need to hold them here, and then they've got 8-9-1 coming up next inning, and see if Keegan can hold him down here.
Looks like the pitch will be coming down, and Hargraves will be set to come up here to lead off the 6th inning for Columbus Catholic. Again, the Warriors heading to Auburndale Monday, and then they have Marathon here on Thursday. Doesn't get any easier.
No, you're going to see some pretty good baseball. Marathon under Coach Steve Warren been a perennial contender in the area, and I think again this year too. So, and Auburndale has always played good baseball too.
Oh, yeah.
There.
Orman delivers to Hargraves, and he swings and misses.
And most of the Neillsville kids have had experience playing the Auburndale kids. We've all been a part of that. So
0-1 the count to Hargraves. The pitch. There's a strike. 0-2.
Yeah. Tyler 0 for 1 today with a walk.
And he hits this one a mile in the air. Hartung, plenty of time to get over to that one in left center. And there's one up and one down. Keegan, another one of the pitchers that works from the stretch. Does not work out of the windup.
It's all it's all about comfort, but I think that's kind of the way we've been teaching pitchers too, Larry.
Just kind of wasted motion sometime.
Yep.
And kids get off balance.
Yep.
So the less movement on the mound, the better.
Yep.
Before you pitch. First pitch to Lomax was fouled away.
And to me, it's easier to teach a kid to pitch in the stretch than it is in the windup, I guess. I don't know.
That one grounded deep in the hole at short. Andrew Hazer going to show off his arm, and it's not in time. Caden trying to stretch as far as he could as that throw a little off.
He's wincing a little bit too down there. Just a little bit hit too slow there. Lomax gets a second hit on the day for the Dons.
So an infield hit for Lomax. Brings up Ryan Bernick, who came on to pitch. First pitch is a strike to Bernick. So we'll see how the lefty Keegan Orman goes with the bat or the runner Lomax.
I don't know how much experience he has when moves to first, but
the pitch way upstairs, and this one gets by Hart, and Lomax is going to go to second.
Yeah, just off Trevor's glove.
Bernick with a count of 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. 6-1 Columbus Catholic. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Way out in front was Bernick. 1-2.
Pankratz 0 for 1 in this slot with a run scored. His walk in the 3rd inning opened the gates for that 6-run inning.
Little chopper.
Nice play by
Orman's got it. Throws to first in time. Coming off the mound. Third base side.
That's how you field your position for a left-hander right there.
1-3 on the putout. 2 down. The runner goes to third. And the number 9 hitter, Rocco Maher, the batter. So Maher, the batter, with 2 down now. Runner at third for the Dons. And the pitch. Inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Talk about youth baseball. The youth are out practicing right now.
Yeah, up on the practice football field.
Not
a lot of opportunity for the fields tonight because you got the girls with the softball game and the baseball game coming here. So you got some youth, probably 12U practicing on the JV field, so I'm guessing that's 14U up there maybe.
2 balls and no strikes to Maher. And the pitch. Outside, 3-0. Top of the order, Ray Becker waiting on deck. And the pitch is a strike right down the middle. Three to one. The pitch, swing and a miss by Maher.
Took a little bit off of that one, and Maher out in front a little bit.
3-2. The pitch. Oh, he might have came with a little bit of a knuckleball there or something. That
had a little bit of drop in it.
Yep, a lot of off speed on that. And a swing and a miss by Maher to end the inning. No runs on a hit. They leave one. And at the end of 6 complete now in Neillsville, still 6-1, Columbus Catholic.
Wisconsin shops at Gross Auto Group for 3 big reasons. No hassle pricing, lifetime warranty, massive selection, price to move. Gross Auto Group's no hassle pricing means the price you see is the price you pay. No back and forth, no wasted time. Our lifetime engine warranty means we want your new ride running for as long as you own it. And with 8 brands in 6 stores, Gross Auto has the ride you want at the price you need. 3 reasons, 3 towns. Gross Auto Group in Neillsville, Black River Falls, and Marshfield.
A&W. Try our new Bacon and Swiss Double Burger with Garlic Aioli Combo for a limited time only. 2 all-beef patties, Swiss cheese, bacon, grilled onions, and creamy garlic aioli. Comes with fries and a root beer for a meal that's not just big on bacon, it's just plain big. And then some.
Back to Henry Luce Baseball Field as we go to the 7th. And here at the top of the 7th for the Warriors, Bowden Opelt will lead off. Opelt so far has struck out and walked. Scored the only run for the Warriors in the game. First pitch from Bernick is a strike. Oh and 1. The pitch. Strike 2 on the inside corner. Oh and 2. Bernick delivers. Strike 3 call.
Yeah, I know what Bowden was looking for, but
those were 3 pitches that were pretty much right down the middle. So the Dons doing a good job again of getting strikeouts. They had 14 on Tuesday as a pitching staff. We got 8, 9 today.
Yep.
There's a strike to Hart. Oh and 1 the count. The pitch outside, 1 and 1.
Trevor struck out in the 3rd and then bounced to short in the 5th, so 0 for 2 on the day.
Bernick the stretch, the pitch. That one outside, 2 and 1. A run, 5 hits, and 4 errors for Neillsville Granton. 6 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for the Dons. All the runs coming in the 3rd.
Yep.
That one chopped foul by Trevor. 2 and 2. Yeah, zeros all around that 3rd inning.
Yeah.
Bernick delivers. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. And most of these strikeouts
are called
strike 3s.
Backwards K's.
Yeah.
That's 3 strikeouts for Bernick since he came on. 7, of course, for Konitschke. But
of the 10 strikeouts, only 2 have been swinging.
Yep. Yeah. And it's the younger kids. They're just not up there protecting the plate quite like they should. So
there's a strike to Keegan Orman.
Keegan's had a good day at the plate, 2 for 2, plus a walk. So
Neillsville Granton up 12-3 on Loyal Greenwood.
Wow.
The pitch, low, 1-1. The stretch by Bernick and the pitch. Orman takes high. 2-1. Leadoff guy, you want him on.
Yeah, get on for Hazer.
Keegan's done that so far this year, the pitch. There's a ground ball. Chopper back to Bernick. Not this time, though. Bernick's going to fire it over to first, and that will do it. So the Warriors go 1-2-3 in the 7th and fall to Neillsville, or fall to Columbus Catholic again here this season, as the Dons win it 6-1 here today. They only had 2 hits, but took advantage of everything else.
Walks and errors. You know, it's 4 errors and several walks, and just too many mistakes. So.
And again, the Dons with just 2 hits. Neillsville with 5, but 4 errors by the Warriors and numerous walks by the pitching staff. Proved costly here as the Dons improved to 2-0 in the conference.
Yep.
And the Warriors fall to 0-2.
Yeah, and you know, without Greenwood in the conference, that shortens up the conference season quite a little. And you know, I don't know what Spencer should be a representative ball club this year. Thorpe and Withy, Loyal's going to be very good. So you know, the Dons got 2 major games out of the way here early. So.
Yep. Yeah. So the final once again here today, 6-1 Columbus Catholic over, and Neillsville Granton girls have beaten Loyal Greenwood 12-3 in softball as well. But 6-1 the final here.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Neillsville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Neillsville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.